Alright everybody, I think we are now live on YouTube. If you can let me know in the chat that you've got visuals and audio and that the audio levels seem alright, that would be marvellous. But welcome along to the stream for the first round of our new Community Cup. We're in TCR and GT4 for a 45-minute race around Laguna Seca. Hopefully you guys can see me. Let me know in chat. If not, I'll have to fiddle a little bit with the streaming settings. But hopefully we should be up and running. We've got quite a long practice session to get up to speed, and we'll have a little look at who else is on the grid across the two classes. I'm in the TCR tonight in the Hyundai. Looking forward to getting to grips with this car. I've not really driven it before, so yeah, should be good fun. Let me just double check if we are actually live on YouTube or not. Otherwise, I'm just talking into the void.
Radio check.
Yeah.
All good, man.
I think I am.
Thank you.
Looking and sounding good. Thank you very much, Jim. Let's get out on track and warm some tyres up. Just make sure that we're on fixed setup tonight. Let's do it. All right, Damien. Already got a 1X.
Right side. Clear to the right.
And already been overtaken by a GT4. So welcome along everyone. Hope you've had a good weekend. That bodes well, doesn't it? Just giving Leonardo a bit of space up ahead. I am in the TCR kin. Which is marginally the slower of the two classes, but there's not a lot in it. Tell you what, this is not a signal of what it's going to be like all night, but I am struggling with my audio levels in my ear, which I know is a bit of a rubbish excuse. But I can't hear myself. So I'm going to knock it down a bit. Let's try that again. So as regular viewers of the channel know, I don't stream very often. So, and I've just sped in the pit lane as well. It's going well, isn't it? Am I going to get called for that? I am. Huh.
Testing my mic's working. Yes, mate.
Sounding beautiful as ever, Jim.
Yeah, Damien, Davey. Let me practice now, everybody. I'm sorry. Yeah, all good.
Oh, my pit limiter is not working. That's why.
Hey, mate.
I'm going to need to map that. Otherwise, I'm going to be continually speeding in the pit lane. I'm going to go out on track and actually do some proper laps here because this is ridiculous. Yeah, that'll be right. It's what happens when you switch to the big round wheel, which you don't normally use. So we should have stacked grids for both classes. Hey, that's nice to see. Another Broca livery. That'll be Joe. But yeah, stacked grids for both GT4 and TCR. Certainly enough to be competitive. But it is super easy to pick up incident points at this circuit. And it's also super easy to light the tyres up, get too much temperature into them, and then you just start sliding more and more. Or maybe overcooking it like Joe's just done up ahead. He's going to let us past, is he? Yes, he is. Got Brandon behind us in the GT4. So before we get to the start finish straight, I'm going to let him past. Thanks, Emmanuel. I appreciate that, buddy. It's been a tough year. This is what sim racing on iRacing does to you. I'll have you know. So in terms of lap times, I'm sort of anticipating being in the 133s. Got Damien behind, yeah. You can have a look down the inside, he is. It's going to cost us quite a lot of time, but that's okay. Oh, he's going to cost himself quite a lot of time. Best to get that out of the way in practice. It's going to come past again.
Stay on the left. Stay on the left. Stay on the left. Clear the right. That was your fastest lap of the session.
So, not a representative time, but that's alright at the minute. Hey, Andre. Oh, it's honestly my nemesis is T5 at this circuit. Not the corkscrew. Alright, so a lot more time to come, but we've got time to work on it. Alright, nearly down to 134 flat. Tricky corner, the Andretti hairpin. Very easy to lock up into. Very easy to drift out wide on understeer. Bit like that. However early you think you have to brake and start scrubbing off the speed in this car with the endurance setup, you need to do it earlier. It feels heavy. Gonna try the corkscrew in second this time, I think. Oh, and carried a lot more time. So that's definitely the way to go. We've got good old Bobby Moss coming up behind in the GT4. Hopefully he'll get past me. And the start finish straight. God, we lost a chunk of time through the final few corners there. Distracted in my mirrors. Bobby sort of menacingly gets in my mirrors and then pulls out. Hey Rogerio, look forward to seeing you on track, buddy. Anticipating a tight battle between you and me, buddy. Similar pace. It rides the sausage curb quite nicely.
It's super gravelly.
Bit narrow through that.
Sorry, Dama. Just a given, it's fine.
Alright, into the 133s. That's where we want to be. I'm going to do one more, and then have a little look at chat. God, the rear end wants to slide through there all the time. And go wide through there. Yeah, all right.
We're on the left.
Similar-ish time. About a second off the ultimate pace so far. Not bad. All right, then how are we doing? It is too late to register, buddy, for this round, not for future rounds of the championship. You just need to hop into the Discord. There's a link on a YouTube post that I made not too long ago for that. But yeah, once the server goes live, we can't get any more drivers in. Who else is here on chat? Captain Yoda. Excellent to have you here. It is. Fruit Loops. You don't look like you sound. Not a negative, just not what I pictured. I forget that I don't really get my face on camera. But here I am. Fancy seeing me here. Alright, let's see who else we got out on track. Damien, unsurprisingly, Damien Cross, who's got a wonderful YouTube channel of his own. Resplendent in his livery here. Is topping the GT4 chart so far. With Scott Warner just behind him. They're pretty much level, are they? Yeah, look at that. Oh, 6/100ths. It's going to be quite tight. In terms of the TCR field, so Mark Elvidge is leading the way. Andrew Walker, 32.7. 32.2, by the way, is pretty good time, Mark. 33.5 for us. So we're a few tenths, more than a few tenths off hitting Jim's time, 32.9. Well done, Jim. Davey Smith, 33.6. Mark Rogerio's hopped in. Let's have a little look at lovely colour scheme that Rogerio's running. Joe in as well. And we've got two more GT4s to set a lap time. So yeah, already 24 drivers in the server. There might well be a few more to join just yet. I think we're due to have like around 12 TCR drivers. Of course, Nick, you're to join yet. Thank you very much, Vitio. Really appreciate that, buddy. Thank you very much for watching them. Nick Russell of Russell Sim Racing. He's going to be hopping in quite soon. Good to see you, Nick. I'll tell you one thing. It is hot in my sim room tonight. And I'll tell you another. For those of you who joined earlier, this is going to be my first stream in my new sim rig. And I can't give you a full look at it from this setup. But probably the coolest bit of it is just here. So it's a SimLab P1X Pro, and they very kindly stitched in the Broca logo on the seat. And it's like my favourite thing now. It's like, it doesn't make you go any faster at all. It's very nerdy, but it's probably the coolest bit of sim racing gear that I own. And it's very nice having the channel branding just there, just over my head. But my big Geordie head will cover it up for most of the stream, unfortunately. But yeah, very grateful to the guys at SimLab for that. Hence, in part, I thought I would run their branding during the series. See the car, the livery that we're running tonight from the offboards. Bit of SimLab, bit of Sim Magic on the car. And a big shout out to Nick as well, who made some of the custom decals that you can also see on the windshield and on the number plates and whatnot as well, which is very good of him. He's probably got about another 30 minutes or so of practice, then we've got a closed qualifying, just 3 laps, and then we're straight into the race after that. Thanks, Scoops. Yes, it is hot in here. Either that or you're still talking about my face. Hard to know which. Hard to know which. Let's... You're very welcome. Mark, very welcome indeed, buddy. And you've set the pace early on, fella. Not sure I'm going to get anywhere near that. Let's just have a quick... no, Mark's in the pits now, as you might expect. In fact, pretty much everyone's in the pits. Who's out on track in the TCRs? Anyone? Yeah, there we go. Let's have a little look on board with Rogerio. See if we can pick up any tips. Sticking it in 3rd in the Audi there. Surely not. I want to see that again. And 4th through there. Maybe I'm just shifting down too many gears here. Of course, the Audi is a different beast to the Veloster. It is going to be a long race, Mark. Definitely. It's going to be a battle of stamina and endurance, I think, as much as anything else. That's partly why I'm not just like endlessly lapping at the moment. I haven't done a bunch of practice, but I don't want to get worn out before we even turned a wheel in the race proper. See where Rogerio gets down to here. He's going to stick it in 3rd. God, the Audi is a different beast. Barely got to use the gears at all. And he's pinched ahead of us in the times. Interesting to see what this lap is. See what it is when he crosses the line. 133.1. Yeah. So 4 tenths up. Alright, well, having said I don't want to get worn out before we actually start, I would actually best do some laps, hadn't I? Tyre wear is going to be interesting in this. I think it's going to be enough to be a bit of a problem by the end of the race. Don't know what you think about that, Mark, if you're still in the chat. The Velociraptor, hey Andrew. I can get on board with that. Alright, well, let's see if we can get it down to 133 flat. My fastest time in the handful of install laps that I did when I was taking pictures of my livery was a 133.2. Haven't gone faster than that. But maybe with a few more laps. See, David Long has joined the grid. That's Teckles Does Sim Racing, for anyone who doesn't know David. Another lovely YouTube channel. I'm going to try and give a shout out to every content creator in here. Hopefully I don't forget anybody. Alright, Mark, that's a humble brag there. Don't drive these much, just a second clear of everybody. Quite the flex. Only kidding. What do you normally drive, Mark? Yes. Won't be the last time we pick up an X there. You know what, there's half a chance here I'm going to be slowest in the TCR grid out of everyone. That wouldn't be good, would it? So I best concentrate. Alright, a couple more tenths. There's loads more to find here. Classic. Problem is when you go looking for it, stuff like that happens. Oh, there's Joe off in the grass, or the sand. Alright. We're just going to have the debris flag out for every lap of this race, I think.
Stay on the right. Clear on the left.
Random blue corn. Oh, you see.
You got a slow car on the left.
Synchronized spinning with Paolo. Honestly, if you don't get your braking done earlier into T5, the back end just will not have it.
How long the bottom? About 24 minutes. Good, mate.
Here comes Brandon.
Left side. Clear on the left.
Yeah, it's going to be where I mess this up in quali. Sorry chat, I'll be back with you shortly. I need a miracle tonight. Too right, Kim. I never entered this, or any of these races, or any race, it's safe to say, with the expectation of winning. But it's pretty tight. There's only a second separating the top 6. I've got another 4/10 in me. If I can cut out the stupid mistakes. Just still haven't made my mind up what gear I need to be in through some of those corners. So my optimal is definitely 2 or 3 tenths quicker. But got to hook it together. Cheers, Damien. Thank you so much for joining, mate. That felt a bit better through that. There's David Long up the road. Up the road and off the road. Oh, David. He'll blame me for that. Alright. Gonna take a break. Have a little look at chat. I'm not entirely convinced I'm going to get that much faster, you know.
It's always a good sign when your slowdown goes down, but you're pushing it as fast as you can.
It's definitely a good sign, Brandon, mate. Alright then, let's have a look at chat.
That just means you can take all the flow down.
Wait, that doesn't just happen for everybody?
So, everyone has set a time except Paolo. And David, actually. David won't be in the 37s. So 33.8 for Joe and Nick. sixes. Rogerio's only a couple of tenths up the road, and we know that. I mean, it's easy to say it, harder to do it, but we know where those couple of tenths are. But then, big gap to Andrew, to Jim, and to Mark. Get in, Jim. Congratulations, Jim. You found some great pace there, buddy. I like that a lot. Those in the chat, if you wouldn't mind hitting the like button on the stream. I'm not immune to having to do these things. The YouTube shill. It'll just help with the algorithm. And we're all in service to the algorithm. Well, one algorithm or another these days. How are we doing then? Damien says there's a tenth, less than a tenth, and he's right. Separating himself, Scott, and another Damien Verbrugge. That's class. And then they've got a bit of a, well, just a couple of tenths back to Leonardo. And then Bobby Moss, who reliably tells us in the Discord that he's suffering from a hangover, getting his excuses in early. You love to see it. Brandon has been going on about how he's slow and off the pace, and yet there he is, sitting in P6. Bit of sandbagging going on there. A Berth Bourguignon, Andre. Dear me. You can't be putting that kind of thing out on chat. Make everybody hungry. Lucky man. That's what I say. Lucky man. Oh, I tell you what. There's no way I'm getting through this race with this jumper on. So forgive me, chat. But not only have you seen my head, you might see more of me at 1 minute. Whew. Infinity X, is that you, Brandon? No, I'm not sandbagging as such, but look at that, you've got to be happy with sitting in P6. Who can we get on board with instead of just watching me in the pits? Let's get one of the fast lads on the go. They're all in the pits. Jim's in the pits. Mark's in the pits. Let's go, Andrew. No. Just as he runs wide, but nevertheless, 132.4. Pretty good. Oh, and I've lost chat. If I was a more sophisticated streamer, Andre, I could have set that up for you, but you'll just have to imagine it when you play the stream back later. Or put your own copy of the music on, I suppose. You could do that. So David's still sitting on 37. Paolo has set a representative time now, 33.4. It's going to be tight, man. Look at that. There's only a tenth separating me, Mark, Paolo. Another couple of tenths up to Rogerio. So yeah, even if we're not going to be fighting for the win tonight, and I really don't think we are going to be fighting for the win tonight, something pretty disastrous is going to happen to some drivers for that to happen. We should have some good battles. We've got 15 minutes to qualifying, folks. If you're just coming onto the stream now, getting towards the end of practice, 15 minutes of practice left, then 3 private laps of quali. So slightly longer than the usual iRacing session. More dust on the track there. And then a 45-minute race. It's fixed setups. There shouldn't be a need to pit, but we'll find out. But the cars are going to be heavy, and it's going to make the early laps on cold tyres and whatnot really interesting, I think. Well, interesting as in hard and accident fraught, I think.
Stop right on the big lap for that. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Alright, I'm going to hop on board with one more drive and then I'm going to get back out on track again. We've already been on board with Rogerio. Yeah, it's Paolo. Let's get on board with Paolo. As he's stalked from behind by Juan.
Thank you.
Welcome to the community, Juan. I know you've just recently joined the Discord. Great to have you on the grid. 4.2k rated, Juan. Big expectations. Oh, I've gone the wrong way. There we go. Good bit of British touring cars from Paolo. $14 in the chat, not bad at all. Pre-race, very nice to see. Right then. Let's get back out again for a final run in practice. Let me know again about audio levels, folks. I know I dipped the engine noise a little bit. If it needs to be higher, just let me know. Oh, Paolo's just jumped up. To just behind us. No, to ahead of us. P4, Paolo, get in. So anyone who watches the channel knows that I normally qualify in P9. If I'm lucky, P7 or something like that. Which is normally alright. It's normally like middle of the pack. I was hoping to maybe not be in P9 in an 11 car field. But I think that is maybe where we're going to be. But in a 45-minute race, all sorts can happen.
Car stops on the right.
Don't know who we lost there. Alright, concentration. Tyres are not in yet. At all. No worries, Ken, buddy. Oh, and into the 132s. And that all came in the final sector. I was actually slower in other parts. Ooh, that was a very good T5. Look at that, 3/10. Oh, but I've got a 1x. Match the time, but we know there's another 3/10 in there. Alright. I think that's enough. Let's see. So a 10th off Rogerio now. Am I? No, 2/10 still off him. A 10th off Paolo. Decent work clear now of Davey, Nick, Joe and David. What's going on in the GT4s? Damien, Scott and Damien still locked in battle. Leonardo and Juan next up, and then Bobby and Brandon. Joe, pinned down last place for sure. Well, you haven't at the moment, and you're only a 10th off Nick, and 2/10 off Davey. Cheers, Mark. Good luck to you too, buddy. Let's have a look at Nick. Beautiful black, gold, white livery. Game audio needs to go a bit, alright. Stick with Nick to the end of this lap and then see where he lands. The Honda would normally be what I would drive. It's pretty much the only TCR I've ever driven in iRacing until buying the Velociraptor for this series. It's for you, Andrew. Nick's still in the 133.7s. So just got a few more minutes of practice and then we're into quali. Let's see who else we got out on track. Most drivers now taken to the pits. Hey Jim, good to see you, buddy. And thanks, Andre. Just watching instead, Bobby. What do you mean just watching? As in, you're not going to race. Don't make me get the chicken emoji out again. That hangover must be bad, buddy. That's all I can say. Alright then. Is everyone excited for the new iRacing build next week? And what are you going to be racing in week 13? That's a good question. Bit of the new Formula NXT car. I think that's probably the one I'm most excited about. I do like the Aston Martin GT3 and GT4s, and I will get them, inevitably, obviously. But I think a sort of step between Super Formula Lights and Super Formula could be really, really good. It's a bit more powerful than the Super Formula Lights and a little bit trickier to handle. There's David. Let's follow David for the last bit of this. Everyone else is coming to the pits for a toilet break or a cup of tea. Turn 6 is the worst, Joe. I'll beg to differ with you on there, buddy. Turn 5 is the worst. But yeah, turn 6, I think on the number 2 board, at least how I'm doing it, dab the brakes, get it down a gear, start the turn in. That allows you to be straightening out the corner through the apex and getting on the power up the hill. But as you can tell from the timing screens, it's not like I'm an expert on this. You should ask Mark. Ask Mark Elvidge. He'll tell you how to get through that corner. Yeah, they're quite different beasts, Nick. It's true. Hopefully you don't get smashed from behind in this race like you did in the GTP at Indy this weekend. Super unlucky with that. Oh yeah, Jim, it's a Mustang GT4, isn't it? Not an Aston. It's a Mustang GT4. It's good that they're adding a new GT4, to be fair. The class, obviously it's super popular, but they haven't added to the content for a little while. The BMW sort of upgrade or whatever, but not a new manufacturer. Oi, and what a way to end it for David, good lad. Alright, then we're going to be into quali. Now I warn you, I'm likely to mess this up. I don't do that well in quali when I don't have the pressure of streaming to contend with as well. That's why you don't see very many quali highlights on the channel. So I'm going to stay clear of chat for this bit. Good luck, everybody. I'm going to stay clear of chat for this bit.
Happy qualifying.
And just get my head down.
I'll go, Jen.
Track temperature up to 38 degrees. That continues to creep up. Could make life a bit difficult.
green.
Here we go. Going to be going faster this lap. Uh-oh. Sitting in P2 though, but I'm expecting others will improve. Just carried too much into the hairpin. When you're 2/10 down, start chasing it. Let's have a little look into the pit lane just to see what the entry is like. The answer is tight. Alright then. So still in P3, it was super tight. Some drivers still going. So yeah, just about as fast as I could go in practice. About a 10th in it. I was always going to be pretty happy with 33 flat. And it's only 3/10 off the lead, so Mark has only managed a 32.7. What about the GT4s? Leonardo's gone and stuck it in there. Scott, who was in the top 3 in practice, has dropped back just a little bit. David managed the pit entry much better than I did. But look at that, Juan has pulled it out of the bag. 8/10. This will be the end of his lap. 8/10, 800ths. Sorry to hear that, Brandon, buddy. You got the pace to come back in the race. Good lap, Juan. Provisional pole, and maybe the other drivers have finished already. Which it looks like they have. And that is going to be our pole sitter in the GT4. And it's looking increasingly like we've got a P3 start. So we'll see. That should be qualifying just about done once everybody readies up. Or maybe Juan is going again, I don't know. I think he's on his cool down lap. And then we'll be into the race really soon. So welcome along everybody, if you are just joining, or if you've sat with us through practice and quali. It's the first round of a new community championship on the channel. And it's awesome to have, what, 27 drivers on the grid across 2 classes, GT4 and TCR. So we're doing a bit of a riff on the Michelin Pilot Challenge. Shorter races though, 45 minutes tonight. And no pit stops. We should be alright without a pit stop. But it's going to be pretty tight in both fields, it looks like, which is cool. We're going to be starting P3 in the TCR class. Juan parks it on the grid for his post-qualifying TV interview, probably, for the pole sitter. I reckon Damien's going to be a bit cross about that. No pun intended. Anyone else still out there? I don't think so. If you are done with your laps, lads, if you can hit ready to race, that would be great. Oh, still got Luca out on track. Oh, and Ron is still out on track as well. Yeah, last guy on track. So the question is, P3, thank you very much, Kane. Are we going to be able to keep it? Bayless and Santos just a 10th behind. Paolo will be a bit disappointed with that, I reckon. He's faster than that suggests. Maybe he got a 1x on one of his quick laps. it's going to be super tight. That much we know. I think it'll be a two-way battle for the lead based on this now, between Mark and Andrew. Maybe a podium. I'm surprised by Jim. What's Jim Carpenter doing all the way down there? He was right up there in practice. Jim, if you've got this on, what happened? While we wait for the session to end, in terms of next season on iRacing, I think it will be the NXT that I look to major on and bring to the channel. Looking forward to getting back into more regular Formula racing. Done a bit of the IndyCar, a bit of F4 recently, but I've been really doing lots of GT3 over the last couple of seasons, and I'm kind of keen to get back into single seater. Looks like Ron might have another lap in him. And you should just about have time to complete it. Or not. It's one way to complete it early. But a respectable quali for him in P9. And then it's just a case of whether the game will take us through. There's only a minute left anyway, so we'll give people a little bit of extra time to go to the bathroom if they need it. Alright everyone, this is probably going to be my last chance before we get going in the race itself. If you haven't hit a thumbs up on the stream, that would be awesome. We'd really appreciate that. If you're watching and you're wondering why you can't get involved in the chat, you need to be subscribed to the channel in order to chat. So that's a good reason to get subscribed, isn't it? And join in on the chat through the race. Andrew, thanks for running Rolling Start. Yes, and that definitely wasn't entirely selfish either, because I really struggle to get TCR cars off the line in iRacing. Much prefer Race Room's launch control. But yeah, hopefully the Rolling Start also just gives everybody half a chance of getting through lap 1, or a bit better chance of getting through lap 1. And those are the grids. Alright everybody, good luck. Remember, main thing is to have fun here. Lots of nice tight racing. It is going to be tight, really close times on the grid. But let's just try and make sure everybody sees the checkered flag and have a good time.
I thought this was a serious event, Ben.
Only very sweaty e-sporters in this grid, Mark, yeah.
Green flag, next time by. Line up on the left side. The estimated SOF is 2007. Pit road is closed.
Are we going to have to pit it all this race?
It's competitive out there. Head down, stay sharp.
Just depends on the tires, really. At least for GTRs.
Alright then, good luck everybody.
I think
Still
I will
waiting
need
on
all
two
the
cars to grid.
255 miles repairs.
Waiting on the final car to
Joe,
grid.
if you flash me, I'm brake checking you.
Cheers, Jim. Thanks, Ken. I did not expect to be starting this high up in the TCR grid.
Catch up 51
Good luck, have fun,
car.
y'all.
Catch up 52 car.
Good luck, everyone. I think we need to get some marshals out here to sweep the track.
There's the GT4 pack up ahead. Sensibly just leaving a gap. It's actually not the easiest track to do a formation lap on, side by side through some of these corners. Online grids are always a risk. Through here in particular. Just got to take it a bit easy.
Get ready, going green. Pace cars in. Green flag, green flag.
Oh, it looks like Mark's got a good run.
Right side.
Paddock's got to be the worst place
Stay
to
on
go
the left.
green.
Stay on the left. Stay on the left. Clear the right.
Well, we held P3.
You're good.
Park stops on the right. Got a slow car on the right. Go left. Right side. Next car is the leader. Clear the right.
We've already had GT4 carnage. That's going to be awkward if they come back through the pack. Unless they're into the pits. That is Mark behind me though. So it is for position.
Right side. Stay on the left. Clear the right. Left side. Clear on the left.
It's one of the two GT4s. Matt is having a bit of a nightmare. Right, so it's Scott behind me now. It's the other GT4. He's going to get me well into T1.
Left side. Stay on the right. Stay on the right. Clear on the left.
Oh, it's much earlier in this race than I thought we'd be dealing with this. Oh, the TCR's going side by side through T6. And Andrew's in the lead. Oh, we've got more action up ahead. Careful on the rejoin.
Right side. Clear the right.
There's more sand on the track than there is in the gravel trap.
The car in P1 just hit the fastest lap. 32.953.
Into the 132s.
Fastest lap of the session.
No, 132.
The car in P5 just hit the fastest lap. 32.715.
Gotta hope that Mark and Rogerio have a bit of a fight behind. Oh no. No, 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 no.
They said you cut the course.
That was fluky. Could have been game over. Lost a chunk of time.
The car in P1 just hit the fastest lap. 32.392.
No, I think I'm next.
up some silly 1Xs here.
The leader just did a 33.079.
And again, alright, clean lap. And we are into the 132s.
Can't believe iRacing still don't let you change the dashboard on this there.
slow it up. God, I'm struggling through the final corner. I was on for 33.7 now. 6.
Barry, do you think you can catch Andy ahead?
Brandon, Barry said he was hoping you would be able to do that.
That was your fastest lap of the session.
Now, you all don't need to be fighting over me. You just fight amongst yourselves.
Teamwork going on in the GT4s.
Barry's not got a button match, by the way, so that's why I'm in the chat room with him.
We managed to drop
If you think
the cars
you can go
behind a little
quicker,
bit, which is nice.
let me know and I'll let them through to go get Andy.
Barry said if you let him do on the very last lap of the race, and then he'll go and catch him for him.
trying to look after my tyres, yeah? Make sure we don't need to stop later in the race. Cue big spin. Pretty happy to be running 33s consistently. Looks like Andrew's checking out in P1.
Cheers, mate.
Of course, at some point, we're going to see the GT4s again. So it could all go wrong.
Slightly concerned at the rate I'm picking up off tracks.
Yeah, you can only get one every two.
Alright then, half race distance. Solidly P3.
Your time to shine now, baby.
Can we hold it to the end? What do we think, chat? Podium on the cards? Or is Benny going to win it?
David, if I knew you were going to do that, I'd have given you more room, man. Sorry.
Yeah, no worries, mate. I gave you a quick flash, but it wasn't really clear.
That means Damien's about 29 seconds behind. Everything in the car is just beginning to feel a bit lazier. As the tyre performance drops off, I have to adapt, basically.
Thanks, David.
The track's suddenly gone dark. No weather forecast. No weather forecast. There is weather, obviously. No rain forecast. Hit that a bit square. That. Didn't like that at all. Half a second gone.
Barry and Brandon, what's it worth for me to hold up Andy except Venmo and Zelle?
Am I going to start getting my back and forth?
Nope. Rubbish.
This is not a good lap for me. Need to calm down a bit.
That's a good thing around here, it means you too fast.
Oh, Rogerio's through. He's going to be chasing me now. Come on, Mark, have a move back. See if they can keep costing each other some time.
I only did it because I like Cadbury Crew, you deserved it.
Best delivery in the world. Although I do really like David's iron breathing.
Better, bit better. Chat, keep me company. Words of encouragement, famous quotes, inspiration.
Well, this isn't intimidating at all.
Foreshadowing in my favourite looks very cool.
I don't want to race with you guys anyway.
Damien is incoming. Probably by the end of this lap.
Sorry, Damien.
All of them are, in fact.
Ah, you're right, mate. I've got one clear of you. I was cleared in staging.
This is a problem. Just gotta hope that they catch me at a good time. I don't think they're going to.
Group of faster cars approaching.
Sorry, David, I was trying to get out of your way, man.
No worries, man, no worries.
Right side. Stay on the left. Clear the right. Right side. Stay on the left. Clear the right. Faster car coming up quick. Right
Oh, that's
side.
not too bad.
Stay on the left. Clear the right.
I'll take it, and Rogerio's 4 seconds behind now. Oh, and Damien's gone wide, he's going to lose the lead.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Need to reset. 5 seconds back to Rogerio now.
We're in a podium position.
Well, actually, Mark Bayless has got Rogerio. I wonder if he's got damage. Ten minutes to go. Looks like Damien's down to third. Well, not quite, no. No, that's the TCR one up.
Faster car coming up quick.
It's exactly what I was looking for, Bobby. Biblical, no less. I might need his help in a second.
Thank you.
We've got a GT4 coming up into the corkscrew.
Faster car coming up quick.
Yeah, Luke, I definitely let you go. It had nothing to do with me running out of talent on the last turn.
That was a bit risky there, man.
The leader just did a 33.77.
Okay, is Richard going to get me here?
Faster car coming up quick.
I sort of want him to.
Left side. Clear on the left.
Oh, he's gone in very deep though. I don't want to
Right
race.
side.
I don't want to race you, Richard.
Clear to the right. Faster car coming up quick. Left side. Clear on the left.
Hopefully that was the right decision. Now we've got Andy coming behind in P4. Got a gap of 8 back to P4 now. Near enough the last final minutes, 5 minutes.
Faster car coming up quick.
Oh, another 1x. Andy's going to get me up the hill here, I think. quite. Hopefully he doesn't try another corkscrew.
Faster car coming up quick.
Should have me here though.
Left side. Stay on the right. Clear on the left. That was your fastest lap of the session.
Nice livery, Andy.
Thank you. Can't say to paint it, all of it.
Bobby, what are you doing in chat? Instead of being on the racetrack.
Not gonna lie, Jim, I thought I was gonna poop myself then.
Not gonna lie, me too.
Hey, Erith. We doing
You
alright?
just come in like a missile.
I had it under control.
Last few laps. On for a podium.
100% brake pressure.
Sweating a lot. Ah, did you really not race, Bobby? I thought you were joking. Fair play, mate. No worries. Got them dirt ovals to win.
That's it.
Faster car coming up quick.
Got Barry. They're not long behind him. Leonardo.
Left side. Clear on the left.
It's cost me quite a lot of time, but I've got a big gap. So better to be safe than sorry. Barry? What are you doing?
Right side. Clear the right.
Barry, man.
Faster car coming up quick.
Now I'm going to have both of them trying to get past me while fighting. They should be able to do it here though.
Left side. Stay on the right. Clear on the left. Faster car coming up quick. Left side. Clear on the left.
I was going to say I didn't lose too much time through there, but it's like half a second. Scott has recovered to P7. Fair play, Scott. Well done. Tyres are feeling second hand now. Did I get your name right, Erith? Oh well, I'm relieved about that. I'm usually terrible with names, which is a problem when you do sim racing commentary. So I'm pleased I did. Definitely wasn't blind luck. Geordie accent's quite similar to a Welsh accent.
White flag next time by a stripe.
Come on then, last lap. Let's remember to change gears.
Welcome to the battle for again, Jim.
Thank you, Billy. I was just saying, I think you and Rogerio have raced amazing. Absolutely amazing. You swapped places so many times. Awesome overtake, no touching.
It's been quite quiet for me. I guess just trying to concentrate. Had enough speed to break away from Rogerio and from Mark. Haven't had enough speed to keep up with the other Mark Elvidge and Andrew Walker. So it's been relatively uneventful.
Good race, Damien. We're playing. Nice.
Looks like
Yeah,
GT4
sorry, mate,
checking
I
us
made
out.
it difficult for you there a few times, but I really appreciate you not just ramming me off there. Well done to Damien for winning. Nice one. I'm the slowest Damien on track. Never mind.
Yeah, thanks guys. GG was a fun race.
I thought we'd lost you there, Damien, but with the traffic change, oh my god.
That's the car coming up quick.
Here we go then. For the
Yeah,
checkered
gotta be
flag,
lucky with the
P3.
Hey, you worked great, mate.
Nice, nice,
Yeah,
nice.
so roughly the ball,
Alright,
you three are
chicken flag.
relentlessly quick.
Great job,
Mark,
driver.
Rogerio, you two racing was fantastic. Well done to you two. That's incredible watch.
Cheers, mate. Cheers. Mark, great racing, thank you.
Well done. Well done, everybody. Great first round.
Yeah, we've done that, Rogerio.
Roger, it is you.
Thank you, Ben, for putting this together.
My pleasure, buddy. My pleasure. So, we're going to do a bit of an incident review once everyone's over the line. So, if you want to hop into the chat of the live stream, and you can request highlights and crashes and incidents and all the rest of it. So, we'll get going with that in a little bit. Wowza. Right then. That was hot. There was quite a lot of just concentration on that. Sorry I was a bit quiet through some of it. And there wasn't that many battles on track either. So if you did stick with the stream, despite it being a relatively uneventful race, then thank you. Let's have a little look at the results before we get into incident reviews. I'm going to have the stream up on my phone so I can see who is in. And who's requesting things. Let's see. So, Damien Verbruger, well done. P1 in the GT4. Damien Cross P2. What a fantastic battle that looked like. 2 seconds separating the top three. Juan Nolasco coming home in third, and then a big gap back to Andy Bootland, who nevertheless raced a very good race in P4. And then for the TCRs, Andrew Walker, who was saying, I've not raced since February, I'm going to be really slow. Has only gone in one, hasn't he? Because he's very quick, is Andrew. Looking to get back amongst the championship trophies in the Broca community races. Mark Elvidge, great P2. Both of them just too quick for me, and therefore ended up falling back a little bit from them. Brought home a podium. Didn't look likely in practice, did it? Didn't look likely in practice at all. So quite happy with that. And then benefited, I think, from Mark, Rogerio, and I think Jim as well, having a really great battle together on track. Just hearing Jim there in the voice comms sounded like they were going hammer and tongue, and probably that ends up costing them a bit of time. It allows me to break away a bit, which was good for me, although I wouldn't have minded being involved in the battles with Mark and Rogerio. So there you go. And I think only 3 drivers didn't see the checkered flag, which is pretty cool. We lost Bobby, or maybe we didn't even see Bobby start, and then Sem and Joe, so one apiece from GT4 and TCR. So, who's in here then? Oh gosh, loads of people. I am sweating too, Damien. Yes. But there was some awesome racing all around. Lap 1 for me and later with Brandon. Scott, go on then. Good recovery drive, Scott, because I know you did have a rough lap 1 because you were off at the corkscrew, I think. Right, let's see. Yeah, this is leading you away. There you are in the lovely Aston Martin, Scott. What are we looking out for here then, Scott? What ends up causing the incident? We can ping on just a little bit further. You're side by side there with Andy by the looks of things. Take it from there. I think Brandon is anticipating that there might well be an incident with him coming up. Good apology for the tap. Oh, it's going to be Scott and Matt coming together, isn't it? Because we saw them both out on track. Here we go then, side by side, coming in the corkscrew. It's never going to end well, is it? Oh, the track sort of narrows. Let's have a little look at that from the chopper. I can totally see how that's happened. My racing wheel is in the way of me seeing the menu. In fact, I've seen it happen loads of times before. See what you think, chat. Yeah, Matt is trying to open the corner out. He's not quite clear of Scott at the rear end. Scott, though, gentleman that he is, I think is either waiting to just rejoin safely or he's waiting for Matt, one of the two, maybe just to rejoin safely. Here I come, past both of them and the front of the TCR crowd. So yeah, one of those. Unfortunate for both drivers, really. What else have we got? Later with Brandon, you said, Scott, we might get to that. Into some fun stuff for Mark and I. Alright, let's go have a look. Yes, it does. I remember watching that, Andrew, so let's take a little look back at the front of the TCR field. Andrew Walker. Yes. Let's get in a decent camera angle. Because you were in P2 at this point, I think, Andrew. Oh, and a little bit of contact. Or maybe net code, but either way. Very nice. I'm going to try and lose my overlays. Hopefully this doesn't mess with anything. Yeah, there we go. Good recovery, Matt. Should we see if we can get the... God, that was a bit close. GT4's coming through. Should we see if we can get the overtake for the lead? In the TCR. Can't remember exactly which lap it's on. Yeah, lap before that then. No. Yeah, this lap. Good pass into T6. It's brave. And in fairness, Mark gives you the space because it takes two to tango through that, and here comes Scott on the recovery drive. Right, give me some other highlights to have a look at, can. In the meantime, I want to go to the front of the GT4 field. So Damien Verbrugge is leading at this point. Or is he? Yeah. No, Juan Nolasco is. See when this heats up. Damien, if you've got any idea, or Juan, if you're in the chat. Damien definitely takes the lead here at some point. It's getting closer. Aha, this must be it. Oh, it's unlucky, Juan. Let's Damien through clean. So this battle between the top three raged all race. Hey Juan, yeah, just caught him it. Right, and when you were catching traffic, was that Damien? So you led solidly through the middle part of the race, Damo, eh? Okay, so you're about to catch David. Dispatch of him. Right. Who's that? That's Jim. So Rogerio's just a few cars up ahead. There we go. Right. Ah, so you've got the pass easy enough. Oh, a bit wide though. Oh, nearly. Oh, holy moly! That's put the cat amongst the pigeons. Let's, before we see what happens off the back of it, let's just get another view of it. So the back end is slipping away from you here. Little power slide on the exit. Little tap from the unsuspecting TCR. Now you've got to immediately cover off the inside from Juan. And that's going to give Damien Broca a chance around the outside. Can he keep it on the track? He does. And then does he get it around the outside here? No. Action's going on behind you. No, he doesn't. Oh, yes, he does. That's a hell of a pass. That's a hell of a pass. Both cars keeping it on track. Right, given we've caught up with Rogerio and Mark Bayless, let's take a little look at these two guys scrapping away. Brown pants moment, indeed. Yeah, Damien Cross finishing P2. Have you ever heard of such a thing? I haven't. So yeah, I think I was rather fortunate in a way that Mark and Rogerio got into it throughout the race, because it just allowed me to creep away and get into some decent free air. And he had 0 incident points. Well, there are prizes in this league for both the winners of the GT4 class overall, if you compete three races, and in the TCR, and also for the lowest incident points. Now, I'm not going to be competing for that after today because I was picking up 1Xs all over the show. Oh, look at this! Is that Jim? Or is that a GT4 car lapping? It is, isn't it? Or is it? Yeah, it is. It's Richard Green unlapping himself. Jim's obviously in the whoopsie car behind. So, Dyson with the traffic obviously then brings everybody back together again. But yeah, there's prizes. 0 incident points will have done Andy's chances a lot of good. I need more incidents, everybody. Lap 5 from Corkscrew overtook Sem on the last corner. Alright, Matt. Because no one else has given me anything. Let's go back and see that in your comeback drive. Love that livery, Rogerio. Right, Matt Weeks. Ooh. Is it going to be down into T1? Oh, it lasts all the way from here. Thanks for racing, Mark, mate. Really appreciate it, buddy. And well done on a great race. Ha! Cheers, Mark. Yeah, no, I felt the tyres going as well. I just had like enough consistency in the middle part of the race that sort of allowed me to relax a little bit. And once you do that, you get into a bit of a rhythm and just not push the car too much. Nice pass this from Matt, I think, down into the Andretti. And there's Scott Warner also recovering. Oh, Sam's gone wide. And they go through. End of lap 20. Brandon, Leonardo and David had a good scrap. Thank you, Nick. Let's go on board with Leonardo. Whoa! What a moment to catch. What has gone on here? Who's that then? Let's just work out who we're following here. So David is in the Iron Brew, and you've got Brandon. So let's follow David, given he seems to be the one who ends up getting the love tap. Oh, and it's all kicking off around Nick. Bless you, Nick. I thought you'd lost some time, Andrew. Suddenly the gap went from like 9 seconds to 6 seconds or something like that. But obviously you regathered it. Nick being very sensible here, wants no part of this. Oh, an opportunistic move down the inside there. Is he going to be able to hold it? Well, David's going to get bullied. God, it's not a good place to go. 3 wide. Brandon's just hanging back here. Oh, David's pinched right to the inside, but then again, I'm not sure who was that with again. Leonardo, we can see it from the chopper and just see. I don't know if Leonardo's getting it slowed down in time. And David's coming in. Oh, I think that's racing incident, I think. But let me know what you reckon. Big shame, David. What went on between Brandon and Leonardo? Any others that I've missed? Where does this battle end up? So Leonardo ends up ahead of Scott and Brandon. Oh, that's tight into the corkscrew. That is tight. Should we go back to the battle for the lead? We've already seen this incident. But obviously when they got past me, it was very tight. So they're already past me. So it was on this lap. Yeah, where Damien's still in the lead at this point. So let's hop on board with Juan. It's a dreadful place to try and execute a blue flag. Alright then. So here's me trying to cause as little bother as possible. But then I think Damien gets it wide through T6, I'm assuming. Damien Broca just giving him something to think about on the way in. Does that distract him maybe? He's wide out onto the gravel. It's the decisive move of the race. Does Damien fancy a nibble back? He's just not going to get it done. Good racing. My pleasure, Jim. Great racing, buddy. Fantastic to have you on track. Last call, lads, for any incidents from the race that you want me to chuck up on the screen. And then I'm going to probably call the stream there. what is going on with Rogerio at this point. Still racing hard with Mark. Jim's got a nice view of that behind there, just keeping in touch. Alright then guys, what I'm going to do then is come out the replay and we'll see if we can get the results up on screen for everybody. Let's just save it in case. Anyway, community 1, spelled badly but that's alright. Yep, okay, results ready. So, seasons, view season. Here we go then, all car classes. Let's have a look at the GT4s first. So, no points for because he didn't take the start. And obviously, we know roughly what the finishing order was, but a reminder that Damien Verbrugge, Damien Cross and Juan Nolasco were your podium finishers. And then in the TCR, Andrew, Mark, and myself, but it's still super tight because the points are, you know, there's not big gaps between the points. I wonder how I can get the actual race results just to see the. It's going to be annoying, isn't it? Single results. No. All right. Maybe on my results. Nope. Alright, well I will have a dig around for that, but as it stands, let's pull back up the GT4 class finishes. That's the final results from race 1. We've got race 2 next weekend. It's at Road Atlanta. It should be a cracking combination as well for these cars, and then the third and final round is at Virginia in a couple of weeks' time, so it's a short championship. Still places on the grid if people want to join. It's pretty informal in that regard, so don't feel like just because you missed out on this round you can't get involved next time out. Joining instructions via the Discord, or if you hop onto iRacing, then you will see through the league section, if you search for La Broca, then apply for a place, and I will confirm it on iRacing itself. Thanks so much to everybody who took to the track tonight. It was a lot of fun. Even if the race was a little bit lonely for the middle part, it was definitely still great to be on track with everybody. Thanks to all of you for joining me on the stream. Don't do this very often, so it's very nice to be able to chat with some of you, and I will see you on the next one. All right, take care, everybody.